dildos! I am, as always, Craven Morehead from your Met Office. Speaking of dildos, I recommend all those chemtrail deniers in the Facebook groups stock up on batteries, so at least they can fuck themselves whilst the weather molesterers get themselves hard about which element of Mother Nature that they're going to destroy this week, whilst dicksplats like you try to cover for them. Take a long, hard look at the satellite feed today, because the only thing natural about that sky is the sheer, unadulterated stupidity of the people claiming those grid lines are just persistent vapour. If you think that's water, you've clearly been huffing the aluminium seasoning for too long. I see you lot in the Facebook groups, the contrail crusaders, typing with one hand while the other one clutches a government-issued script about relative humidity. "It's just water, Craven!" they scream. Listen, you absolute spoons, if I hit you in the face with a cast iron frying pan, you'd probably tell the paramedics it was just because it was Friday. You're not fact checkers, you're unpaid janitors for the military-industrial complex, sweeping the evidence under a rug of physics that hasn't existed since they started privatising the horizon. Moving into Tuesday, we've got a massive plume of sustainable slop moving in from the south. Keir Starmer is out there playing world saviour, probably trying to figure out how to tax the sunlight he's busy blocking out. But don't worry, the Golden Owl Squad is here to save us with digital provenance. They're using AI to watermark reality so you don't accidentally see a bit of truth and have a cognitive heart attack. It's a truth filter built by the same grade A clowns who claim a tin can can fly through a minefield of space junk for 250,000 miles without catching a single rock. I'm serious. Have you seen the illustrations? Just Elon Musk alone is said to have 10,000 Saturloons floating about, and that's before we get started on Teslas and space rocks and possibly the carcass of the ex-NASA cameraman from the last Pantomoon show. But clearly everything they ever told you about space doesn't seem to apply to them, does it? Extremely impenetrable radiation, deadly obstacles, G-forces, or highly sterile environments for that matter. For example, no chewing gum or jars of Nutella just randomly floating about. It's perfect. They control the sky, they control the slop you eat, and now they want to watermark your very eyeballs so you only see the official version of the collapse. And let's have a look at the latest wonder weapon the orange man is bragging about over in the desert. We're being told about this miraculous secret tech used in Iran that can detect a single pilot's heartbeat from miles away in a crash site. They want you to think it's some kind of superhero intuition or advanced sensor on a jet. But let's be real, the only way you're tracking a pulse in a canyon is if you've already turned the entire landscape into a biological motherboard. They're literally seasoning the battlefield. They spray an area until every rock, every tree, and every living lung is coated in a fine, invisible layer of conductive grit. Once that stuff settles, the whole terrain becomes a high-definition 3D map where they can see through walls and monitor your literal heart rate in real time. Hashtag smart dust sensors, invisible nanoscale microcomputer nodes that are self-powered and send and receive data about its surroundings. Don't believe me? Get yourself a microscope and zoom on your hands and you can see some for yourself. FYI, it looks like glitter. It's not searching for a survivor, it's just reading the data from the sensor cloud they've spent the last 6 hours dumping out of a cargo plane. This isn't just foreign policy, it's a field test for the domestic smart city rollout. They're perfecting the art of turning the atmosphere into a surveillance grid, where you're not just being watched by a camera, but being monitored by the very air you're breathing. They can 3D render your entire living room if enough of that atmospheric dust drifts through your window. Yet the official script will still swear blind it's just unsettled weather patterns and shifting dust from the Sahara. If you believe that, you're not just breathing in the hardware, you're running the software for them. The 10-day trend? It's a slow-motion industrial accident. We've got industrial decarbonisation summits where they plan the next round of atmospheric aerosol spraying under the guise of saving the planet. It's not a forecast, it's a logistics manifest for the stratospheric circuit, and you're all just breathing in the overhead. I've been Craven Morehead, telling you to follow Liam Stoneley and learn from his atmospheric systems analysis protocols before the Golden Owl digital censorship squad deletes your ability to perceive a straight line. Please remember it's super important that if you watch my forecasts and you enjoy them, then please share them for others to enjoy as well. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm off to find a frying pan for anyone still talking about water vapour. Bye for now.